Welcome to another edition of Against the Grain Sports Podcast, Uncut. And I'm your host, Jody Coleman, in the building. I'm joined by my guy, Jarrell, Sold on Sports Glenn, all the way to San Antonio, Texas. Man, how you feeling, my boy?
Hey, brother, my old saying is, every time you wake up in the morning, it's a great day. You got to make the best of what we got, baby.
Absolutely. I don't know if Oregon has woken up yet, but they got their ass whooped last night. We go definitely talk about that ass whooping in the national championship game. I mean, semifinal game. We got our championship game set. We got, guess what today is? Today begins NFL Wildcard weekend. Crazy. You know, these games are going to go crazy. We got 2 games on the docket. We will talk about both of those games. Guess what we about to transition to, though? One of my favorite times of the year. We're going to transition to college basketball. We're going to be covering we got a plethora of games today. We got some top 25 matchups, and we will be talking about that as well. So, man, but talk to me about the weather down there, man. Talk to me, bro.
Hey, brother, it's cooling off down here a little bit, Joe. It's about 50 degrees, about 15 to 20 mile per hour wind. So, yeah, I had to wear some sleeves on my way to the gym this morning. So, yeah, it's cool for us down here in South Texas. But, you know, I think Monday is supposed to be in the 30s, so they might shut the city down next week.
Hold on, so you out there looking like Pat McAfee out there. Well, let me rephrase that. Pat McAfee looking like you.
You know how it is. You know, our culture is contagious, like they say.
Hey, you already know, man.
Hey, man,
Jody, I see
you with the fresh cut and beard. Look at you, man. Yeah, look at you. I see you with the fresh haircut line up. I see you, bro.
Hey, look, when I get my haircut, man, I don't answer my call like, I'm for the streets.
Yeah.
Hey, soon as 3 days later, I'll be like, I ain't for the streets. My hair grow back. I'm like, I'm real humble here. Hey, but with my haircut, I'm like, hey, I'm hitting them with the.
Hey, Jody. Hey, Jody. I ain't had a lineup since 2019.
Yo, at least you get to save money on haircuts, man.
That is true, sir.
Man. But man, we got a great show, man. Let's get right into what happened last night, man? Like, what happened? So Indiana 56-22.
Like, what happened
last night, man?
What happened was you called the game correct. You said this game was going to be a blowout. You said this during one of the shows earlier, maybe it was last week. You said this game's going to get out of hand. Indiana's going to embarrass Oregon. And that's exactly what happened. I guess we kind of knew when the first play of the game, it was a pick six, like, oh, shit. Oregon thought they had a little hope because they scored and tied it up. After that, it was a wash. Indiana's the best team in college football right now, the most well-rounded team, the most disciplined football team. I mean, they just dominated this football game from offense, defense, special teams, coaching. They just made Oregon look like Tulane.
Yeah, crazy. Hold on, we got Ray in the building. I don't know what's going on with this, but we got Ray that just joined us. Let's get him in here real quick
What
if we
up?
could. There you go. We got Ray more than just a barber. Lindsay, Oregon. Man, talk to me about this game, Ray. Jesus Christ, I can't. I want y'all to get y'all analogy because this is crazy work.
Well, Oregon looked like
Is Ray?
they didn't.
Why?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, right? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Yeah, it seemed like Oregon didn't belong. Bottom line, it was crazy work, man. It was really a bad look though, for real. That first back shoulder throw, and Mike talks about it all the time. One thing you can't do on an out route as a quarterback, you cannot throw it late. And then what he did was he did a double cardinal sin. He threw it late and he threw it in. So you cannot do that. You got to make sure that it's on the outside so the defender can't make a play on it. And he totally blew it. That was kind of the indicator. I know Soul's like, man, ball game. I was like, hold on, not so fast, not so fast. We'll give them some kind of, there's some hope there a little bit, just a little bit. But at the end of the day, man, Oregon had nothing for them. Them boys look like they ready for a national championship. And they look like they ready. And I turned it off at halftime because it was 35-7 at that time. And it was like, okay, they tried to make it a little bit competitive, I guess. But by that, it was already over. You already took the morale. You already snatched their soul. And that's pretty much it. After that, the game was over.
They snatched their soul. Ooh, Lord.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. We like a
snatched
soul.
it.
Wow.
We got
Cash
Michael, the people champion, in the building. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, wonderful day. I don't know what's going on. There it is, because this shit is crazy. But yeah, Mike. 56-22. It wasn't even that close. How you doing, certified queen in the building? She was going for Indiana. She's a Michigan/Indiana fan.
What?
We got Eagles. Philly said, "Good morning, good brothers. Keep doing your thing. Stay safe, stay blessed." Can we talk about the two blown calls against Ole Miss, the pass interference and the late hit out of bounds on the quarterback for Ole Miss? A's in the building said, "What's good to the fam?"
What's good?
Wildcard weekend. Mike, talk to me about this blowout right here, man. Talk to me about that.
This was more evidence that Oregon was not what anybody thought that they were. They don't have the physicality to play with Indiana. I really wanted to look at their schedule because I think probably what happened with Oregon this year is that they had the luxury of winning a lot of games against a lot of bad teams, and the team that they played twice that was really a good team not only beat them once, but then demoralized them yesterday. You can see at halftime that those guys had quit, that they were just coming out to, try to finish this up. I didn't see no fight in them going in the locker room. I think maybe there were some words that were said that gave them a shot in the arm when they came out in the second half. But I mean, I don't know if you saw that cut of them walking to the locker room. They were totally dejected and stunned that they would have been manhandled that way. Turning the ball over 3 times in the first quarter, or twice in the first quarter, once in the second quarter, 3 times in a half. That's going to get you beat in a championship level game.
Okay. What's up, Richard Novell in the building? I know you get to sit pretty because your team plays tomorrow, I believe. The Chargers play the Patriots tomorrow. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But this game right here is exactly what I thought it was going to be. I told y'all Indiana was going to put belt to ass worse than the first time they played. Why? It's because Dan Lanning, I said this at the beginning of the year, and we can say it about a multitude of teams, whether it be Ohio State, whether it be Alabama, whether it be whatever team you want to name, you got to start playing some people in the regular season in your non-conference schedule. Oregon, remember, I complained their best non-conference game was against Oklahoma State. We talking about Oklahoma State has not been good in quite some time. When they played Penn State, I think they beat Penn State, and that was kind of close. You play against Oregon, and like I said, if you take away the pick 6 from Brandon Finney Jr., you get beat by at least 17 points. This game right here, 56-22, really ain't indicate how big of a blowout this game really was. Indiana really dominated this game from start to finish. And as much as we want to talk about Francisco Mendoza, the guy is the number 1 pick. He's the number 1 pick in the draft, bar none. This guy is good as advertised. This guy literally is, I do believe, he is 31 for 36, and he got 8 touchdown passes. He got 3 more touchdown passes than incompletions. He has not had to throw the ball over 20 times in no game this year. That offensive line, before everybody in America was talking about that offensive line, I talked about this offensive line last year, and I told y'all how good that offensive line was for the Indiana Hoosiers. And everybody was like, Jody, I covered Indiana when they was trash in 2023. I covered them. I was like, oh, this is a bad team. In 2 years, they became from the worst team in the Big Ten to the best team in the country. Now, they got a big challenge against the Miami Hurricanes. But this is the thing. I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to go around the horn. So, do you think that Oregon will ever get over that hump and not be a bridesmaid and actually be a bride at some point and win a championship?
The amount of money that the boosters, that they got Nike backing them. So eventually, possibly, I mean, they've been close a couple of times over the years. So it wouldn't shock me in today's climate if they just got the right setup with the right players, because you can buy all the players you want nowadays. So yeah, it's possible. I mean, they are a good program. It's not saying that they can't ever win a championship. We don't thought Indiana would get one before them, but who knows?
Right, but we don't know. The job ain't done.
Right.
What Kobe say? The job ain't done. Job ain't done. Ray, more than just a Barbara Lindsay, do you think at what point does Oregon actually get over the hump? They've been there. They lost to Ohio State in, I think, the 15 championship. They got there, I think, against Florida State a couple times. They got in the playoffs. They got deep into the playoffs. They get to the Final Four in this playoff. When does Oregon get over that hump, Ray?
Never. I don't think that they're ever get to be that team. I mean, they were in a real easy division to get them to be in all those things that you named before. Now they're in a tougher conference, and it's not going to get easier for them. Yes, I think they were riding high last year after winning the Big Ten championship, after being in there for that first year and all that stuff. They do good things. They show good signs. But when they get to those big and impressive and games where they can make a statement, they do not show up. And this has been a trend over the last 15 to 20 years. And I don't see it changing anytime soon. They've had Nike in their backyard for the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. So nothing has changed yet. So I don't see it changing now. Nike, no Nike, it don't matter.
Nike. I will say this, Ray, before I get to Mike. Oregon only has 3 losses in 2 years. 2 of them to Indiana, 1 of them to Ohio State.
Get that. But again, that just goes to show you, yes, they can get there, but after that, it's a wrap.
Hey, Ray.
I don't like
their coach either, though. I don't want him to win shit. That guy don't like it.
Yeah, he the one said we don't play for clicks. When he talked that shit, Dion, you were talking that shit. You blew out Dion. But what's going on now? Michael, the people said, man, talk to me. Do you think Oregon ever gets over that hump, Mike?
Well, if you say ever, then I would suspect that at some point they may. I would not say they would never get over the hump using that term. Now, what has to change for them to get over that hump? At some point, they're going to have to reach the physicality of a championship level team, and they have not ever been at that. When I went to see them play against Ohio State in 2014, 2015, there was no concern about Oregon beating them whatsoever. And that game played out that way. Like, they were good, but Ohio State's physicality was too much. Then they moved to the Big Ten, right? But they've actually had the luxury since they've been in the Big Ten of getting, they haven't played at full gambit in a season where they play Ohio State, Michigan,
Penn State.
Penn State, and those teams all in 1 year. So it's kind of like it's a false sense of security for them when they play those schedules, because if they're a Big Ten team, they're winning games, but when they play the upper crust, they still haven't closed that physicality gap. I said that they would lose to Indiana, but I didn't know the margin was going to be that big. I thought that they would just lose to Indiana again because I thought Indiana was better. Like you said, they only actually scored 13 offensive points the last time they played, and it was more of the same on display yesterday. It's just that they just turned the ball over even more, and so then there you have it.
Yeah, my thing is, Certified Queen says she said, Certified Queen said again, they can get there. They remind me of the Bengals. That must be her team. And then my nephew Donald said, any team can actually get over the hump. Every team at one point had never got over the hump. And at one point, every team first time winning. My thing is, until they actually do it, I got to believe it. Because Indiana was a team that probably nobody thought can do it, but it took them getting the right head coach. So my thing is, maybe the head coach is not the proper head coach to get them where they need to go. Maybe they need to go get a Cignetti type of individual that can win games. I think they were, to me, I think they were better led when they had Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly, they were way more dangerous at any point in time I've ever seen Oregon when Chip Kelly was the head coach over there. But like Mike said, Mike, you really hit the nail on the head. The physicality gap. They've always been able to get a track team out there because of Nike, and Phil Knight is a track guy. But actually getting guys that can get in those trenches, they trying to get better. They got Panay Sewell, he was an offensive lineman. They got Worlds, that's going to be a first-round draft pick. But they don't, you're right, they don't have the physicality, and they're going to have to start recruiting. They getting all those guys, those 5-stars are normally position players. They need to get some 5-star offensive linemen. And I really think that at quarterback, and that's the next question, they have had the Mariotas, they done had the Dylan Gabriel, now they got Dante Moore. These guys really ain't the guys that look like they can get beyond, like Ray said, a top tier. Remember, USC used to be beat up on. They couldn't get past USC in the Pac-12. Then they started getting over USC. Then they couldn't get over the other teams in other conferences. So it's like it's always a hurdle. Now, my last question I'm going to ask before we get and talk about the national championship game, Ray Moore and just Barbara Lindsay, do you think that Dante Moore messed up his draft stock where he potentially, a lot of people said he could have been the first pick? Where does that drop him a little bit against the Indiana Hoosiers, how he played?
Oh, absolutely it did. I believe so. Because again, he goes back to scheduling, goes back to who they played. Who was their best wins? Who was their best win was what?
Penn State, maybe?
James Madison. Because when they played them, Texas Tech. Texas Tech will probably be their best win. Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really show much from him. You know what I'm saying? It showed that, okay, they was able to do that, or that team was just outmatched. But to me, he didn't really show me much. I didn't see what the hype was about before. He was putting up good numbers, but again, against what competition? Again, it's going to be the same. If that gripe is the same gripe that you have for a Julian Sand or other quarterbacks of that caliber, the same has to be said about him. You can't say that about Mendoza. Mendoza has proven it against tougher competition. He's done it in the Big Ten. He's done it outside of the Big Ten. So yeah, he went down a little bit. And if Chambliss comes out, he could potentially go over all of them.
We lost Mike. He'll probably be back in just a second. So what do you think about Dante Moore? Some people had him rated at the #1 quarterback in the draft. Not me. I had Mendoza, I had Chambliss at 2, and now I had Dante Moore at 3. But now you gotta think about it. Now they got Ty Simpson. Where do you put him at with these quarterbacks? And so
I think it could be a blessing in disguise for him to play as bad as he did. I mean, he could be a #2 pick and be a Jet. I don't think any quarterback wants to be a Jet right now. So maybe it's a blessing for him to play so bad in this game. He falls back a little bit, maybe goes to a better organization than the Jets. So I still say he's a first-round draft pick. I mean, he's still that because you know how we are in the NFL. Quarterback. Even we overrate these guys when even not that good a first round pick. So I would say Chamberlain, your guy you were talking about, Jolie, could be a top 2 pick. He might be a Jet. And I would say my man from Moore probably drop back to maybe the middle of the first round. But I think it might benefit him better to be the middle of the first round than a high draft pick.
Hey, good analysis on that. Mike, what do you think about Dante Moore? Did he hurt his draft stock? Or like Ray said, it did because he ain't did it against good competition? What do you think, Mike?
You look like Dylan Gabriel all over the man. Same guy. Same guy. It was nothing dynamic that I saw from him. He had 2 big games all year, 2 chances to prove himself in the big time. And last night was a shit show. You throw a pick 6, you're running into the running backs running into you while you're getting ready to try to throw. Maybe it's your fault, maybe it's not. I didn't see nothing that would make me take him in the first round in lieu of the history of the quarterbacks out of Oregon. But I'll go even further than this. I think Chambliss is the only quarterback that I would take before the 25th pick in this year's draft. I think this is the weakest quarterback draft I've seen in a while. I'm not certain that Mendoza is the number 1 talent whatsoever as far as the NFL. He's a great college quarterback, no doubt about it. Understands the system. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't take none of these guys before somewhere late in the first round. There's other things that you can get, like the kid out of Ohio State, the safety. He looks like he may be a transcendent kind of player. You got guys like Ruben Bain, you got offensive linemen, you got all kinds of stuff that I think are higher value than the quarterbacks this year.
I understand because that was my sentiment, of course, mid-season. But as the draft come along, we always pick a darling. And I can't even lie. Mendoza, if the Raiders don't take Mendoza, I think they're going to burn down Vegas. I think you have to take Mendoza. You don't trade that pick. But Dante Moore in that game, he did not look dynamic at all. I think he needs to come out in this draft because I think he go back to school one more year. He's going to get exposed even more. So I think he comes out, get the money. I really believe, if like Soul said, if he drops and goes to an organization like the LA Rams where he can sit, because I think Stafford will probably play one or 2 more years, sit behind a Stafford, maybe go to Detroit. He's from Detroit, Michigan. Maybe goes and get drafted by the Lions so they can do a transition with Jared Goff. But going to a Jets organization, Cleveland, you bet not fucking draft him. Him going to a team that needs a quarterback right now, I just don't, especially the Jets. They have Garrett Wilson is all. You know who remind me of, so?
Who's that?
Zach Wilson.
Wow.
That's who he looks like. He looked like Zach. Remember Zach Wilson was the second pick of the draft to the Jets, and he played at BYU, and his best pass was with shorts and the T-shirt on, and he got drafted number 2. That's who he reminds me of. Dante Moore, can he play football? Yes. But did he hurt his draft stock? Absolutely. And, of course, Mike being a quarterback coach, we'll talk about this more in depth as we get past this and we get into our draft process so we can do more analysis. And, Mike, I want you to be the spearhead on these quarterbacks because you coach them at a high level. I want you to kind of give us the analysis as we go forward. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. But let's talk about that game is over with. But guess what game is not over with, guys? We saw that game already, Ole Miss, but we got a championship game, guys. Whew, Michael the People's Champ. We got number 1 Indiana, number 10 Miami. Is this called the Orange Bowl or this is called the championship game?
It's the national championship game.
But they don't call it the Orange Bowl or anything like that?
I don't think so.
I think they already played the Orange Bowl.
That's why they played the Orange Bowl already. So I'm like, why is it back in this? Why they got 2 games in 3 weeks? That's all.
They make a lot of money. I know that.
Yeah, but it's other places like the Minnesota. And can I say something before I get to Mike? And I'm not poking fun at Mike at all. But have y'all noticed the Georgia Dome is hosting all these playoff games and Atlanta Falcons ain't been in none of them?
So you said they don't have to change the schedule because they know the Falcons ain't gonna be there.
It's like they know. I went to the Peach Bowl, Ohio State in Georgia. That was 3 years ago. It's like they know. I'm not. This is not a poke fun at Mike. I'm serious. I'm just like, do that because they're scheduling this game before they scheduled this game before the season, NFL or college season is. So I'm like, the reason why I say that, Mike, is because they got Minnesota's got a dome, Detroit got a dome, Indiana got a dome, Indianapolis. So why ain't they scheduling games in their stadiums? That's all I'm saying. But anywho, that was just a transition, something I was thinking about yesterday. Michael, the people saying, what do you think about this number 1 Indiana versus number 10 Miami?
Well, to me, it looks like it's going to be a David versus Goliath thing. Indiana has the Heisman Trophy winner. Indiana has the best offensive line ever put together. Indiana is the best team ever coached by any football person ever because they don't have 5 stars and 4 stars. They have 3 stars and a bunch of James Madison transfers. What else can I say? Their running game is explosive. They have the best wide receiver in the country. Their defense, no one can do anything with their defense. They're so great. They're so wonderful. So I guess they're predicted to win by 7.5 points. And Indiana's never won a national championship before. So, I mean, basically, Miami's been invited to the Indiana coronation in Miami. Let the national media tell it.
Okay. Ray, what do you think about this game right here? Indiana, number 1 in the country, number 10, Miami, in the Orange Bowl, but it's a national championship game. Mendoza is a homecoming for him. Talk to me, Ray.
This is gonna be a real good game. I again, we talked about in the trenches. I think that's where Miami beat up on Ohio State. They beat up on what's the other team they played?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. You know, y'all went to the wire with Ole Miss, but in the trenches is where it kind of is where they don't get after it. And I think this is going to be where that offensive line meets this defensive line, and it's going to be a clash of the Titans. And I think that's where I know Mike trying to downplay it, and he's trying to, sell it as if, everybody's against his lowly Miami Hurricanes. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I see what you're doing. But this is going to be real. It's going to be a real good game, man. I'm excited to see it next Monday, and it's gonna be on and popping.
No doubt. Certified Queen. No, I'm not being mean, so stop it. Got my nephew in the building. Donald, the voice of the youth, is in the building. Always good to see him on here. My man Eagles Philly said, I hope that Indiana football team win the national championship because I'm tired of seeing Michael Irvin and Ray Lewis being a bunch of front runners. Y'all didn't do this for y'all own football team that y'all used to play for. That's crazy. So strong words. She said because no offense is not a masculine state. IU is going to take it. She said, like Jody said, I've been saying this since the beginning. She has. So on sports, what do you think about this matchup right here, man? I think it's a very evenly matched team. Both teams are playing their best football at this point in time. Talk to me about the Miami Hurricanes and the Indiana Hoosiers.
Miami cannot have turnovers. They're going to have to play a very clean football game if they want to beat Indiana. Because Indiana is very disciplined. They got great coaching. Their offense is on fire. Their defense is creating turnovers. Special teams is good. Miami is going to have to play a very clean blank game in order to win this championship game. Can they do it? Because you can't make mistakes against Indiana because they're going to make you pay. Because Indiana, to me, is the best football team in college sports this year. It is what it is. Miami, they're having great playoffs. They won these sports to make the playoffs, but they're there and they're doing their thing. I just don't know if Miami can beat this Indiana football team. They embarrassed Oregon yesterday. They made Oregon look like Tulane. They did. They did their thing yesterday. I'm not saying Oregon's a great team, but they're a very good football team. Indiana made them look like they didn't belong in the same stadium with them. So we're going to see if Miami's built like that. Michael Irvin ain't going to be able to save you, baby. Those belts and shit ain't gonna be able to save you when the losers come knocking on your door. We'll see if y'all can swim. They drowned some ducks yesterday, and we're gonna see if them cans can swim tomorrow. Next week.
No doubt. Eagles Philly said that pass interference call and that late hit out of bounds. If that Ole Miss way, they're in the national championship. And I don't like to get into the calls or whatnot. But it was a pass interference call. But if you don't call it, guess what? It's not a pass.
They never call it at the end of the game anyway.
Go ahead, Mike. Before I get to Donald.
And I want to address this. If I could pull up the steal that's going around the net in counter to that, the illegal hands to the face that the receiver initiated going down the sideline before that ball even got there. He had his hand extended into the face mask of the defensive back, which while the defensive back is falling back and grabbing at him. So, and Miami had 10 penalties called. Like they had a targeting that was Miami got a target call that got overturned where it wasn't targeting against Ole Miss, and then a lesser hit against Ole Miss was called targeting. Miami had 10 penalties. Some were very questionable. A holding call on the play that went 20 yards. So the Ole Miss whining can really, really stop. They didn't have an alumnus out there to save them the way other teams have that got similar calls in that fashion. But that wrong has been righted. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about that particular.
That certified queen, she said, "I'm so not empathetic." I am. I'm very empathetic. Got my nephew Donald in the building. Indiana, Miami. Talk to me, Donald, about your analysis on what's going to happen on Martin Luther King Day of all days on January 19th.
Martin Luther King, they should go in the U's favor. But anyway, I think that Miami has the better next level athletes. I feel like Indiana has a better collective team. Sometimes the team aspect play out, but sometimes individual athletes can just be so far better than us. Like I feel like Tony and Bain are flat out the best football players on the field overall period. So it depends on if the team aspect comes to play or if the individual athletes' special talent can take over. I did pick Indiana to win the game. I do think they'll win it. But I do think Miami got a real good chance because they do have better next level athletes than me. And
that's a good analysis. My thing is when people say that Miami shouldn't have been there, I don't like to hear that. I'm hearing people talk about, well, Ohio State had 2 losses and they won a championship. Miami got, man, listen, throw records out the window if you done got this far. I was listening to our counterparts, the extra point, and they were trying. I said, do you get 2 wins if you're undefeated and win the national championship? I'm confused. Like, do you guys? You get 2 wins if you won the national championship and you had no losses? I'm confused about that. Of course, they were Michigan fans. Like, well, we went undefeated. Last time I checked, the championship is the championship. I don't think nobody goes back to Alabama's championship. Like, hold on, that 1 year y'all won, nobody gives a fuck. They say Nick Saban got 6 championships. Ohio State got 3 championships since 2000. Y'all can't take it away as much as y'all want to. Y'all can't. So if Miami win a championship, there's no blemish on Miami if they win a championship with 2 losses. Who gives a fuck? Ain't nobody going back checking no records except for people that's trying to stay relevant and make their teams relevant. What's going on?
Right now, both teams are 0-0 in the playoffs start. Everyone's 0-0 in the playoffs start.
We ain't taking away Eli Manning. He went 10-6 in the regular season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's teams you're going to lose games because styles make fights. And sometimes you need another team to lose so you can win the national championship or NFL championship or NBA championship because styles make fights.
Yes, sir.
Let me get that off my chest. Now, back to what we're talking about. Indiana is a well-coached team. They go out there and do exactly what their coach tell them to do. There's no somebody trying to play hero ball. Ain't none of that. It's like if Cignetti say run the ball through the 2 gap, run it through the 2 gap. You get 2 yards, you get 2 yards. See, other teams are trying to audition for the NFL. Indiana doesn't have that problem. All their guys are like, every play means something to us because it's not going, like Donald said, it's not a lot of guys on this particular Indiana team. It will be in the next few years. They'll get a lot of guys playing on Sunday. There's not a lot of guys going to play on Sunday. Their offensive linemen probably are. Mendoza will, but Mendoza ain't even homegrown. I don't think those running backs are going to be they won't even get drafted. They probably get on somebody's team through like free agency or some stuff like that. With all that being said, Miami, their edge rushers will come to play. I think that I didn't hear Bain's name called one time, and they still won that game against Ole Miss. And I think that Bain is not going to have back-to-back bad games. Beck, as much as we give Beck a lot of flack, Beck is still a gamer. Let's call it what it is, man. I know Beck is a gamer, man. You can't take nothing away from a guy that won against Ole Miss with everything said that he should have lost. So I'm not going to predict this game. I think it's going to be better. I'm not even looking at the records. All of a sudden, everybody comparing Indiana to Michigan's undefeated team, and they're comparing them to LSU and 2000. Don't nobody need to be comparing no team to LSU team right now. That LSU team, that Miami Hurricane team of 2000, and that 1995 Nebraska team. Let's stop talking about best teams, especially when there's a game still to be played.
Yeah.
It's still a game to be played, and y'all already capping these guys as the best team y'all ever seen. No, Indiana's not the best team I've ever seen. No. Let's go around the horn. Ray, do you think at this point that Indiana is the best team? They can be mentioned with the Miami Hurricanes of 2000, the Florida State, the Nebraskas, the LSU.
So you ain't even got to finish that statement. Heck no, absolutely not. Those players, those people had, like we talked about, 5 stars from top to bottom. The U of 2002, 2001, 2000. No, absolutely not. They can't be compared with the Florida State. None of those teams they can be compared to. But what I will say is that Cincinnati, if he ain't coach of the year, he should definitely be coach of the year. Hell, he might be coach of the decade, because coaching those teams, coaching those players, coaching from the people that he brought from James Madison over there, or wherever the hell he came from, where he was trying to show the referee off a cell phone where the where the player was. Wherever he came from, he's doing a phenomenal job with those guys over there, because, like you said, Jody, they're actually doing exactly what he's asking them to do, and he has those guys and he's leading those guys. So, but no, they cannot be mentioned with that team at all.
Hey, what's good, Nick? Little bro in the building. He said, Mike, you ready? I'm about to go to Mike on this next season. Nick said he agreed, can't be compared at all. Those early 2000 U teams were ridiculous. And Certified Queen said, yeah, Michael, the people champ. I know you probably think it's blasphemy that anybody is speaking. That U team, we could probably ramble off about 15 to 20 people that played on Sunday, and about 4 or 5 of them got gold jackets. Those Alabama teams, bruh, we still talking about dudes on these Alabama teams, even those Clemson teams, even though they wasn't undefeated. LSU speaks for itself. Michael, the people champ. Do you like what people are saying that Indiana potentially could be one of the best teams of all time?
I think, people are prisoners of the moment, and it happens all the time, especially before a championship game. There's going to be some hyping up. There's going to be some over-hyping. There's going to be all the things. I think they are very comparable to the Michigan team that won a few years ago. That team was not star-studded. The quarterback had a game where he only threw 8 passes. But they were physical up front. They ran the ball. Somehow they beat y'all, and y'all opened the gateway for them to win a national championship when they didn't have a better, more talented team than you did. But they won all the games that were on their schedule. Eventually, they won the championship. I think they had been in the playoffs the year before and got beat, and then went back the next year and kind of was able to do it. And Indiana was in the playoffs last year. They got beat. They improved their roster, and now they're playing for a championship. So I think the comparison stopped at Michigan of 23. Yeah. That's about where the comparison stopped. When I saw a picture of Mendoza next to Joe Burrow, that's when I wanted Denny Green to be here. I miss that man, and he would say these exact words. If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And so that's just a question that we're going to be looking at over these next 8 days. That's why I kind of started my monologue the way I did, because we're going to hear how great they are. Like, they're going to be the best things to sliced bread. Now, whether that's really true and how this game plays out, I don't believe none of that. But and of course, I believe my Canes is going to win. But that's not what we're going to hear. We're already a 7.5 dog.
Hey, quoting the great Denny Green, rest in peace to my guy, Denny Green. We always love it when Mike bring up Denny Green. Donald, talk to me about this. I know you've seen some of these teams live. To compare Indiana outside of the Michigan team is kind of blasphemy. What'd you think?
That's what I was going to say. Michigan, that's kind of comparable. It's certain teams, but I honestly don't think you have to win the championship to be one of the best teams. Because even the U team that we beat in the championship, I feel like it's way better than this Indiana team. So just because you don't win the championship, it's about timing. Because you might catch everybody on a down year and you win a championship. I believe there's a lot of teams who are better than some teams who won championships. They won't get to just do because they didn't win it. But who you play against and the timing matters. Sometimes it's better to be lucky on timing than good.
Good stuff. So I think we talked about this briefly about 2 weeks ago, I believe. Indiana being compared to the greats, because I'm not going to let nobody compare anything to Nebraska 95. That's my all-time favorite team. That Nebraska 95 team was something. Tommy Frazier, and he didn't win the Heisman. And he went out there and beat the doors off of everybody. Them black shirts. That's when Nebraska had the real black shirts. That's when they had the black shirts. So, talk to me.
I don't know. First of all, if they lose on MLK Day, they're going to be compared to what the best team that didn't win. They got to win the football game first before you compare them to these all-time great teams. That's just the climate we're in now. Everybody wants to be the GOAT. They want to have these GOAT conversations about this team's better than that team. And that shit got to be years down the line. I mean, just like earlier this year, when Oklahoma City was kicking everybody's ass. Well, they're going to have the best record ever. Now, look, they don't play 500 basketball since then. So just let this play out. And see if they actually win the game on MLK Day, then we can start comparing them to this team and that team. They got to finish the job first.
I hate when they start talking about comparing. Like you said, and the season's not even over. It's good. It ain't even good for television because you got young kids that's preparing for a game, actually their game of their life, because there's a lot of guys on Indiana's team that's going to be selling car insurance next year. But I'm not disrespecting them, but Indiana is not a team full of NFL players. It's just not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So let these guys go out here because Miami is not going to lay down for you guys. What I've seen out of Miami is Miami got a lot more fight than I gave them credit for.
Oh, they got fight.
They got some fucking fired. Carson Beck, win or lose, better get some respect. And he better at least be a third-round draft pick. And somebody need to have him as a backup because I think he can be a very strong backup quarterback in the NFL. I don't know if he can start, but I think he can hold a clipboard at best. So, no, I hate the comparisons. I think it's blasphemy. The U team, and I'm not even a U fan, but we talking about a team that had 5 guys go in the first round. 5 dudes went in the first round. When have you heard of a team have 5 players go in the first round? What, Ohio State did it, I think Alabama did it, and Miami did it. We talking about, and I think Georgia might have did it. We talking about teams. That's a major. 3 guys go in the first round. I don't care how you cut it. It's only 32 teams.
Yeah.
It's only thing you got 5 of them going in the first round.
But check this out. So everybody talks about the Miami 2001 and the 2002 team. The team that was actually the best team was the 2000 team. They beat Florida State, but they didn't get a chance to play in the national championship game because the computer system that they used that year, though Miami had beat Florida State, had Florida State ranked ahead of Miami. So Miami played Florida in the Sugar Bowl. But here were the starting receivers: Reggie Wayne and Santana Moss. Andre Johnson was a backup on that team. Kellen Winslow Jr. was a backup on that team. Sean Taylor was a backup on that team. These are the
No,
backups.
he wasn't on that team. He wasn't on that team. Sean Taylor wasn't on that team. His freshman year when they played Ohio State. Ed Reed was on that team.
No, he was a backup on that team. He was
you talking about the year we played, Joe?
He was a junior that year.
No, the year we played, Joe, Sean Taylor was a freshman.
No, it wasn't, Jody. I'm telling you, it wasn't. But what I'm saying is these guys were all backups on the 2000 team. Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Najee Davenport were backups.
Najee Davenport.
I mean, backups. I mean, these guys were literally backups on the 2000 team. The 2001 team was the one that won it.
Hold on, was Ed Reed on that team?
Yes.
So then Sean Taylor wasn't.
Okay.
Sean Taylor didn't get drafted till like 2005,
Yeah,
2006. So yeah, it wasn't Sean Taylor. Was
Sean Taylor was a freshman against Ohio State. Sean Taylor and Ed Reed didn't play together.
Okay.
I mean, y'all can check my numbers.
Well,
I actually think he's right. I don't think Sean Taylor was on that team. I don't think he was there in 2001.
but I like Mike's point.
But that's one player. That's one player out of all the other names that he named.
Yeah.
I still think that's pretty solid. Y'all splitting hairs on that one.
No, I'm just saying I want to make sure we're saying the right stuff. I know Sean Taylor went on that team.
Yeah, I do like Mike's point because, like I said, you don't have to win the championship to be the best team. It's when in one game a person can just beat you. Like,
yeah, you're right. I mean, Mike is
like
actually correct. I mean, that was probably the best collective group of NFL players. I still believe if Nebraska played that team, they would have beat the Hurricanes. That's how good that Nebraska team was. I don't give a damn. Jason, no, I've been screaming about the 95 Nebraska team. I don't think there's nobody in history that would have beat that Nebraska 95 team. I guarantee. Ray, can you guarantee it for me? Can you guarantee it for me? I need you to.
But I ain't gonna lie. that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson thing. That's different. That's different.
Donald, that 95 Nebraska team would have brought that heat to him.
The LSU team was nice, but that defense was kind of shaky though.
Hey, Tommy Frazier was just like my man King Mink said. Tommy Frazier was different, bro. He wasn't a pro.
No,
but on the collegiate level, Tommy Frazier. I wish we can get Tommy Frazier on the show. I was so much of a big fan of Tommy Frazier in college. If somebody knows Tommy Frazier, see if he come on Against the Grain Sports. I would love to interview him. But we're going to talk about this more. But guess what we're going to talk about now, guys?
Yeah.
Right now, it's the NFL guys. Everybody on these teams are getting paid. And we're talking about the NFL playoffs, Wildcard weekend. And Donald, we got some games this weekend. And we're going to start it because both of these games are going to be on the NFC. And the first game that we got is a rematch of about a month ago where the Panthers beat the Rams. And that's the game that literally put them in the playoffs. I want to say that was the last game they won because they lost. They backed into the playoffs. I think they lost 2 games because they lost to Seattle, then they lost to Tampa Bay. So they kind of backed into the playoffs. I think the Rams were their last victory. Donald, what do you think happens in this game? The Carolina Panthers are at home. They beat them already. Anything can happen in the playoffs. We've seen a losing team. We saw the Seattle Seahawks with a losing record beat the New Orleans Saints a few years ago. Talk to me about this game. Donald.
I think the Rams beat them, but I don't think they blow them out and it be like a non-contest like people think. Because the Rams want to throw the ball. The Rams want to throw the ball a lot. The Panthers actually have some good corners, so I think it's gonna be closer than people say. But I do see the Rams beating them probably 21-17.
You think it's okay? You don't think it's that close? Devontae Adams is back in uniform. Everybody on both teams are playing. Solo on Sports, what do you think about this one, man? We talk about the Rams and the Panthers. A lot of people got the Rams still quoted as the best team, but they're gonna have to do it on the road, and they're gonna have to do it throughout the playoffs on the road. The first stop is a team that already beat them. What do you think?
Well, since they lost that game to the Panthers, I do believe the Rams are 3-2. So they haven't been playing really good football. They've been struggling on offense and defense. No one's given the Carolina Panthers a chance. I mean, I think they're 10-point underdogs at home. So they're division winners. I know it sounds like it's crazy. They did win their division. Sometimes I do believe styles make fights, man. And the Rams look very terrible against the Panthers, and I think the Panthers upset everything today. And I think they win this football game, sending Matthew Stafford home. He's probably still going to win the MVP, but I got the Panthers with the upset at home against the Rams.
Wow. You sticking by your Panthers. This is the only dude, I swear to God, he's the only dude that picked the Carolina Panthers to be where they – he said, I got the – this is before the season started. Solo on Sports, and I quote, said he got the Carolina Panthers winning that division. He said, I don't know why I'm picking them, but and you look like Negro Damas. King Mink said the Rams win today. Eagle said, I hope the Carolina Panthers win. Ray Moore and Barbara Lindsay. Who wins this game, the Rams or the Panthers?
I think the Rams win it, but I think I agree with Donald. I think it will be close, and I honestly I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers do win the game. They're at home. I think the one thing that I will say is that the last game that the Panthers won was not the Rams. It was actually the Buccaneers. The first time they played them in Week 16. Sorry, Donald. Y'all got y'all get back on Week 18. Y'all got y'all get back on Week
Everybody
18.
beat us.
but no, that was but I think with them, they're playing real good football. But I think the experience of Matthew Stafford, the experience of all those guys being there, a lot of those, some of those guys are still on there from the Super Bowl win 4 or 5 years ago. So I think the experience will win out, and I think the Rams will go ahead and get the dub.
Okay. King Mink said he got the Panthers to win. He said they won the division by fall. Certified Queen, thank you for coming through and blessing us with your presence. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:30. King Mink said, question is, what Bryce Young is going to show up? That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Michael, the people tell him, talk to me about this game, the Rams and the Panthers.
Well, before I get into that, I just want to ask y'all questions for the panel. Since the Carolina Panthers did not finish 500 and above, should the NFL reseed the whole playoffs so that teams that aren't above 500 don't get in and shouldn't be in? Or are y'all comfortable with a team who's below 500 who won their division getting in the playoffs and having their opportunity? That's just for the panel. I'd like to hear what y'all have to say.
First of all, Mike, I know where you're going with it. That's a very divisive
Smart ass.
question that you're asking, and you know that has nothing to do with the NFL. The NFL got 32 teams. The daggone college football got 132 teams that you can pick from. So no, Mike, no, don't go there. I know what you're doing there, you rat bastard.
No, I actually like this question, Mike. No, they don't reseed it, but I do believe whoever has the better record should get the home game.
I agree with that.
If the Rams should have a home game. I don't give a fuck you win the division or not. I think that they keep the seeding how it is, and you let them in the playoffs even with a losing record. But if you got a losing record, whoever has the better record should get the home game.
Hey, Jody, well, how about they go divisions don't matter like they do in basketball?
No.
Who the fuck cares about divisions
No.
in basketball? I would care about the top 8 teams. Who the fuck is even in the Western Conference Southern Division? I don't know who the fuck's in those. Maybe they should just go, hey, the best 8 teams get in instead of division.
You talking about football?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I was just saying if that's how y'all want it. That's how y'all want it and everything else. Is, you know.
It's been like that forever in both sports when you can have a losing record and get in the playoffs. Some people's legacy is built off of it. They wouldn't have been playoff makers. But that's another topic.
I mean, we saw Marshawn Lynch had one of the greatest runs of all time with a losing record with the Seattle Seahawks, and they beat the New Orleans Saints. So
that's going to happen today in Carolina too.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't think they need to reseed them. I just believe whoever, if you are Carolina and you 8-9, the Rams should have got this home game. That's what I think. The only thing should be changed is the home game in the playoffs. Whoever got the best record should get the home games. That's how.
I was just trying to get the energy from y'all just to see what y'all said.
No, that's my energy because football is different than college. Now, if you ask me about college, I would have a different sentiment. But this one right here, yeah, NFL, I want it to stay the same. I just think that the Rams should have had this home game. That's just my thought. Go ahead, Mike. What do you think?
But I think the Rams will win this game. Playoff football is usually when the cream starts rising to the top. And who knows why? Who was out when they played Carolina, where they overlooked in Carolina, all these different things. But today, the Rams established themselves and get ready to try to make a serious run at a Super Bowl. You have to take advantage of these opportunities when you get them. And so I see them doing that this year in this game and getting rid of the Carolina Panthers, who made a valiant effort this year.
I think this game is going to be close, and the Rams have not been playing good football since that bullshit 2-point conversion against the Seahawks. Ever since that bullshit 2-point conversion where the play should have been called dead, the Rams have been really working in reverse. They were in control of that game. I think that at the time they was up like 2 scores, and then they ended up losing in overtime off of. They know that play should have been called dead because when when the running back Shabanal, I think I said his name right. When he picked the ball up, he was just picking the ball up to give it to the ref.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know that was a dead play, and their season has been spiraling in reverse since then. So that's why the game is going to be close. I think the Rams win it, but the reason why it's going to be close is because I think the Rams are still trying to figure stuff out. McVay, I believe, is one of the top 3 coaches in the NFL. He's going to show it today. And they running backs have to hold on to the football because Kyron Williams and Blake Corum have fumbling issues. You cannot turn the ball over. At this point in the season, turnovers got to be at the minimum.
It's going to be raining too.
Right. You can't be putting the ball on the ground against this Carolina team that's going to be playing. The crowd is going to be crazy. They haven't had a home playoff game in since Cam Newton was there. Yeah, I think honestly, man, it's going to be a closer game. I say 24 to 16. Bryce, the question is, which Bryce Young is going to show up? We don't know. Bryce Young he's making the playoff though. Let's keep it real. This is a kid that got benched last year.
Yeah,
and
early last year.
Everybody got off of the Bryce Young train except for who? I don't know what it is why I stick with these quarterbacks. But
you're a Browns fan. We get it. You're a Browns fan. We get it.
Well, most of the people was never on the Bryce Young train because it was no train to be on.
I thought he was going to be good. I always thought he was.
Nah, and for real, and be honest, he's still not good.
He's still not good. That's what I'm saying.
His numbers are better than some of the guys we think that are great. His numbers are better than Sam Darnold.
Right, this is what I want to know.
This nigga's still not good, bro. like he's playing better than where he was last year. Yes, he is not getting benched for Andy Dalton. This is a fact. But is he playing great or good football?
I'm not gonna say. Hold on. This is why this is so funny. This is why this is so hilarious. His numbers are better than Daniel Jones, and y'all was talking like he was the best thing since sliced bread.
The numbers lie.
I didn't say anything about Daniel Jones. I just said I said let's give Daniel Jones some credit because he's winning football games. He's winning football games, but he's only won 8. He's not. He don't even have a winning record.
He got a win. He got a division lead. He got a division win.
I just want to know where's this same energy for Sam Darnold. I don't.
We never said that Sam Darnold wanted with. Hold on, Mike. Let me make.
Back.
Nobody ever said that Sam Darnold was. First of all, nobody said that Sam Darnold was. When Sam Darnold went to the Minnesota last year, nobody wanted Sam Darnold. Everybody picked the Minnesota Vikings to come up last in that division. Don't come on here talking like you knew that he was going to be good because he was bad his whole career. When Sam Darnold was good last year, he was good. Was he good this year? He was good. But let's not act like we thought he was going to be good when he left and got to Minnesota because he wasn't even the starting quarterback that year. He got in it because somebody got hurt.
All he does is win.
And win.
Whoa!
But that number thing.
What's Sam Darnold's playoff record?
He ain't even won the game yet. He ain't won a playoff game yet.
So the same as mine. Okay,
This is my thing. I'm
It
pretty
makes your
sure.
franchise significantly better.
Oh, Mike, you don't
That's
believe
all
that
you-
shit.
No, these are facts. These
These
are
are not
facts. Y'all
facts.
love numbers.
Until
Mike
you win
is
the
being
playoffs, you
very
don't believe shit.
divisive yet again. I see what you're doing, Mike.
He said,
They get triggered. Man.
ain't nobody trigger. You the one triggering yourself. Like, who cares?
Because I'm
Your
pretty
numbers
sure.
are obsolete. King Ming said Bryce Young and Tua, who's better, or are they the same? Real quick,
Wow.
let's answer that question before we get to this next game. Donald, what do you think? Do you think that Bryce Young is better than Tua?
No.
You don't? Okay. Ain't
No.
Tua on the bench? Ain't Tua looking for a team?
that don't mean you're better.
So you riding the bench though? He got bench for Quinn Euler.
That's cool. Hey, who Bryce Young got benched last year for somebody.
When you was
Just
his
because
ass.
You're playing, that does not make you better than somebody. I promise.
Okay. That's your okay. So you think Bryce Young is better than Tua?
Tua, my granddaughter has a stronger arm than Tua. But they're both left-handed too. So, God damn it. Neither one, like Ray said, neither one of these niggas is good. I guess Tua's better because he's done more than Bryce Young in his career. I guess Tua's better.
Have Tua ever won a division?
No, but he's done a lot more winning than Bryce Young has done.
Tua has
Sure.
never been in a Tua never been in a division winning at 8-9.
True. That's
if
true.
Tua was in the NFC South, he probably would have won.
Everything is different.
That's where he needs to go.
Things is different. The numbers are the
Tua
biggest.
was the Falcons quarterback. They probably have 12 wins.
Okay. Ray, do you think who better, Young or Tua?
Hey, I'm glad y'all said everything because I wanted to say everything. Listen, this is a blasphemous question in the first place. I really believe that. Like that is a blasphemous question because they're not. It's like compare apples and oranges. Yes, Tua is definitely better than him, but that's not even fair to Bryce Young because he's only in his second year. So third year, second year as a starter. Come on, man! Like that's not fair. And again, he's played in a whack division. Bryce Young is playing in the best division that's going to be for him. The division is very low, very whack. So I don't. Yeah.
Mike, who you think better, Bryce Young or Tua?
Well, I wanted to get to that, but Ray gonna stop with the blasphemy about our division being that bad. Our division is just competitive.
Oh my God!
The bottom competitive.
Donald, say this, man.
We don't have teams in our division that are 4-12, 6-10. No, everybody's right there in the pack, fighting for the crown.
They all suck.
Just right there. All the teams are right there.
Our division has more wins than 2 other divisions.
Donald, stop that shit. You don't.
Our division has more wins than y'all division. So
Whose division?
Listen to this. So y'all have the Eagles, the Redskins.
Stop right there. We got the Eagles. That's enough.
Okay, no, it's not. Listen, the Redskins, the Redskins, the Giants, and the Cowboys all suck. Garbage.
All y'all teams suck.
Hold on, y'all can say the East is bad, but they got way more Super Bowls than anybody can.
No. We're talking about right now. We're not talking about revisionist history. We're talking about right now.
The Eagles got 2 Super Bowls. The Cowboys got 5.
How y'all a good division?
The Redskins got 3. The Giants got 4. What are we talking about?
Every fucking team got losing record.
When the Cowboys won their Super Bowls, these weren't even the same division. There's been so much realignment since then. That's not even the same division.
Only person wasn't in it was Arizona.
The Cowboys won a division with Arizona in the division.
Okay.
We were in the division with Minnesota and Detroit when the Cowboys won.
What's your point, dog? What's your point, bro? What are you trying to get at?
When the last time the Redskins won a Super Bowl?
91.
I was in high school, okay? What the fuck they got to do anything? I was in high school then.
The Eagles and the Giants have won. Every team.
When's the last time Carolina won a Super Bowl? When last time Atlanta won the Super Bowl?
I was going to say that. We got two, and we're one of the only divisions where every single person in this century has been to the Super Bowl,
and they ain't won shit.
We got three.
No, they got 2.
You got 2, bro.
The Saints won.
Oh, you talking about the Saints got 1?
That's 3, and every team has been.
And
listen,
I forgot about the Saints.
Hey, we from the North, and the Pittsburgh Steelers got.
It don't fucking this division shit don't matter to me. I don't give a fuck what.
That's all I'm saying.
I want my team.
I'm about to say, bro, y'all really about to go there. And yes, I still stand 10 toes down on that. Y'all division sucks. Yes, our division had a down year, but
no.
Normally our division sucks. Normally our division is not this bad. Trust and believe. So y'all guys can stop that.
Are we talking about this year or last year? I thought we were talking about this year right now.
Oh, this year right now. But if we talk about history, the North just had 3 teams go to playoffs. The Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers went to the playoffs just like 2 or 3 years ago. What are we talking about?
I'm talking
y'all have someone who won. Y'all have a team that won the division with the 8 and 9. We not having this discussion.
Hold on.
9 and 8, 9.
No,
hold on, Ray.
One's a winning record, one's a
hold on, Ray.
So
they had to win by a
tiebreaker. Damn. What the fuck are we talking about?
No, you gotta think. You gotta think. It's 2 teams in the North who don't have a chance at winning it ever. You ain't gotta worry about that.
That ain't true. The North or the South? What are we talking about?
No, the Bengals and the Browns.
Shit. The Bengals got Joe Burrow, and if we get our shit right with the head coach,
Hey, we're not going to keep talking about Cleveland. We're not going to keep talking about Cleveland.
Hold on. Whoa. Stop. Cleveland had a better record than everybody in y'all division twice. Y'all ain't even had a person who have 11 wins in y'all division. When the last time y'all had a person who had 11 wins?
There is no evidence
How
of Cleveland
Tom
getting to a Super Bowl at any point.
And Tom Brady, Cleveland had 11 wins, as many wins as y'all division, and we wasn't even a winner of the division. We had 11. The Bengals had 12 wins. What are we talking about? The Ravens had 13. The Steelers had 12. What are we talking about?
9 is y'all best that y'all put out there
because we're too
and it's
competitive.
the Carolina Panthers.
Our division's too competitive.
My God, Mike.
Listen, question, Mike. So hey, what's up, Tasha? In the building.
Y'all terrible.
Hey, Tasha, what's good, Tasha? T Sizzle in the building. Mike, who you think is better?
Between who?
Tua and Young.
I'm going with Tua. I mean, I think this was ludicrous to even have Tua's name mentioned with Bryce Young. I think Tua's worst season is Bryce Young's best season. What are we talking about?
Yeah, right now I think it's just an incomplete. We don't know. It's like an incomplete assignment. We don't. Both of these guys may not have starting jobs in 2 years.
Hey, Tua's making more money. Let's just put that out there. I guess he got that right.
Hey, he probably won't. Neither one of them might not be starting quarterbacks in 2 years. So we don't. This is an incomplete assignment right here. But yeah, man. Let's move on to this next game we got going on, and the next one is more of a powerhouse matchup between two divisional rivals. This is the rubber match between these two teams. The Packers won the first one. The Bears, of course, won that overtime thriller. And the second one, Ray, more than just a Barbara Lindsay, man, it's going to be in Chicago. It's going to be It's going to be a little cold. It's going to be windy, but not frigid. But the Bears have a home playoff game for the first time since 17, I believe. Am I right about that? Maybe even longer than that. But Ray, what do you think? Who wins this game?
Oh, I think the Bears win this, man. I think I've seen a little chink in the armor when it comes to Green Bay. It's gonna be real interesting, but I think you can't really tell when it comes to these two games. It's the oldest rivalry in football history. So this is gonna be real interesting, but if I had to pick, I'm taking the Bears. The run game is playing real phenomenal right now. Defense is playing solid, and Caleb is not chipping his fingernail polish. So, man, listen, it's a win-win for Chicago.
Okay, King Mink said Bears might win because the Packers heaters will not be working again. They did that was trash. Do y'all remember when they played and all of a sudden the Green Bay Packers side of the field, their heaters didn't work, but the Bears, and normally what's supposed to happen in that matchup is if the Green Bay Packers heater go out, the Bears are supposed to turn theirs off too, and they didn't. That was crazy and dirty, but that's what a rivalry is. Eagles Philly said, let's go Green Bay.
Unplug the heaters.
The Eagles will play the winner of the Rams in Carolina, and we will have another home game. Michael, the people saying, who you got in this matchup?
Conventional wisdom would tell you to go with the Packers, but I don't think conventional wisdom wins today. I'm rolling with the Bears. There's something about Mr. Maybelline that works right now, So I'm going with the Bears. I like the way they're playing on both sides of the ball. The Packers are just too inconsistent. I picked them a couple of times over these last couple of weeks. They don't look like we're rounding into shape for a playoff team. It looked like they were limping to the finish line. So I'm going with the youthful Bears and the excitement that the city of Chicago has for having the Bears in the playoffs.
Okay. Donald, who you got in this matchup?
That's crazy. Before the season, I picked the Green Bay Packers to go to the Super Bowl for some reason. As the season go along, I've been watching them, and Jordan Love has went from good to me to two of them level. I am not a fan of Jordan. I am not a fan of Jordan Love at all. When he's good, but his bad, he looks terrible. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Hold on, Donald. Jordan Love been out with a concussion. What are we talking about? And before he went out with a concussion, he threw 4 touchdown passes against the Lions and beat the Lions.
Where the Lions at?
At home, because of him.
Exactly.
He beat him twice.
When I watched Jordan Love play his last few games through the season. I got all the way off the Jordan Love train. I actually thought he was pretty good, but he just tailed off to me tremendously.
I'm gonna say they division. Everybody had a winning record in their division. Everybody finished 9 or 8 or better in the NFC.
That be enough to win the NFC South, huh?
That's crazy. They would have won that by a game.
So, you know what that sound like? You know what you sound like? You sound like the people who became Indiana fans after we beat the Michigan fans and beat Ohio State. That's
right.
exactly what you sound like.
Hey, so who you got in this matchup?
I picked the Bears to go to the Super Bowl. So until they lose, I'm picking them every single week. The Packers, I think they 9-7-1. They barely get into the playoffs. They got to get their starting quarterback back. He'll be back today. Their defense is not the same without Michael Parsons, but I still think they have a solid defense. I like the way the Bears are playing football. They got the second seed by default because the Eagles didn't play the starters against Washington, but they're still the 2 seed. I like the way they're playing. Caleb, they're playing with some fire right now. So I'm going to go Bears in this running game to win today.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going Packers because if Jordan Love doesn't get a concussion in game 1, I think they beat him, and we wouldn't be having this conversation because I think the Green Bay Packers could have really won that division because it was a dirty hit against the Bears that knocked Caleb Love out of that game in the first quarter where he was on fire. So I think that the Green Bay Packers, even with Malik Willis at the starting quarterback, still took them. They went to overtime. I don't know where this blasphemy that Jordan Love ain't a good quarterback. Go look at his numbers. Go look at what he's done since he's been in the league. He's been in the playoffs every year he's been in the league. Every year he's been in the league. He got a playoff, and he got a playoff win. I don't understand where this blasphemy is coming, where Jordan Love got to prove his love. He like, I got to prove my love. No pun intended. Every fucking week, every game, people say that this guy can't play football, but he's in the playoffs for the 3rd straight year as a starter. He took the same team Aaron Rodgers couldn't get fucking in the playoffs. He took him to the playoffs 3 straight years.
Don't do that, because now you're comparing Aaron Rodgers to Jordan.
I didn't compare him. I never compared him. I said he took a team who said I didn't say he was better than Aaron Rodgers. I did not say that. First of all, let's make sure we quote me. I said he took a team that Aaron Rodgers left and said was depleted of talent. That's why he left and went to the Jets. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong?
What is that saying? If you said he can do something he couldn't do. I'm
saying that have Jordan Love ever missed the playoffs since he's been a starter?
No, but that don't mean you're the best.
I didn't say he was the best. I said that the blasphemy y'all said that Jordan Love is not good is crazy work.
No, he's a good player.
He's cool.
He's good.
Donald's the only one that said that. I like Jordan Love. I know Jordan Love, and since he became the starter, and since CJ Stroud gotten into the league, both of these guys did exactly what we've been doing 3 straight years with playoff wins. Not just getting there, but they actually won some stuff too. So I don't think they're gonna win this time.
And what is Green Bay's record with Jordan Love as a starter? You gotta think they've been losing them games with Malik Willis was a starter, and they lost a game with I don't know who the hell Toon was played the last game of the year. Come on, man. Like I understand y'all's sentiments, especially Donald, about y'all. You don't feel like it's a team thing. I understand it's a team thing, but once again, if it's a team thing, why the fuck the quarterbacks got wins and losses next to their name? And if you can't win at quarterback, you don't keep your job.
And that only matters when it's beneficial for the argument.
I just want to know, does Sam Darnold get the same?
We're not talking about Sam Darnold.
Is Sam Darnold way better than Jordan Love?
No. If you put Jordan Love on that Seattle team, he's doing the same thing. What are we talking about? Y'all, listen, man. Sam Darnold is good. I get he done took his but y'all quit. What did Sam Darnold do in his first 3 years in the league? Please, somebody tell me.
He played for
somebody
the Jets.
tell me what he did.
We're talking about. Are we talking about now? We're talking about now.
No, when his first 3 years in the league, what did Sam Darnold do?
He played for the Jets. Everybody that quarterbacks the Jets is bad, so they can get away from there.
Not Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez went to an AFC Championship game his first 3 years. What are we talking about?
You're talking about you're almost talking about the 1900s, man.
Come on, man, but don't say something if you're not gonna have nothing against it. Mark Sanchez, he went to the AFC Championship game back-to-back years in his first 3 years. What are you
well, let's do this. Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, and Justin Fields.
What's your point?
What happened while they were in New York?
I'm waiting for your point. What are you saying?
And then once they got away from New York, Justin Fields started last year for Pittsburgh, off and on periodically.
Justin Fields is at the Jets right now. What are you talking about?
And, wait a minute. And now he's at the Jets, and they stink. He went backwards. Then Sam Darnold gets away from there, and he does well. And Zach Wilson, well, he probably just was a bad draft pick all the way around for anybody to take. But at the end of the day, you're talking about winning, and when a guy wins and all this and that, but then when a guy's winning 2 years in a row, advancing his franchise, he doesn't get the luxury of winning because
wait, stop. Why are you putting it that I said Sam Darnold was not good up to that point? And the second thing, Sam Darnold didn't just play for the Jets. He played for Carolina and he played for the 49ers. So stop acting like he only played for one franchise. So don't just put it on the Jets. He had ample opportunity to beat out Brock Purdy for the starting job with the 49ers, and he couldn't. Stop it.
He played well in San Francisco when Brock
Purdy couldn't beat out Brock Purdy, the last pick of the damn draft.
Well, I tell you what.
Stop.
He's sitting pretty right now.
But come with facts. He couldn't beat out Sam Darnold.
That is a fact that he's sitting pretty right now.
He couldn't beat out Brock Purdy.
I just live in a now, and right now this year, if we're talking about winning, Sam Darnold has to be in the conversation. If winning matters,
yes,
say it there.
Donald, I agree.
Again,
I'm not taking that. Why? I don't know why. The only quarterback that I had that I hated was Daniel Jones. I don't know how I got put with the Sam Darnold situation.
No, I just want to make sure everything is like, you know what I'm saying, like even because we'll bring up winning, and then some people who win don't be. I don't know.
No, we bring up winning. Go ahead, bro.
So winning matters, right? It does. But sometimes it ain't because the quarterback. It ain't because that the quarterback is actually playing good. Sometimes the defense did their part. Sometimes the special teams did their part. Hell, sometimes the running back actually did something that was, that went off. Hell, did Huntley have to throw the ball all around the field a couple of weeks ago? No. Derrick Henry went out there and ran for 4 touchdowns and did his thing. But Tyler Huntley's going to get that win, and he did absolutely nothing.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I get what y'all saying, but if that was the case, if we look at all our top quarterbacks in NFL history, I bet you they're winning quarterbacks, Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, or got a lot of wins. I'm just throwing that out there. No, King Mink, Sam Darnold. You talking about Mac Jones went to Jacksonville and now the 49ers. That was Mac Jones. Sam Darnold went from the Jets to the Carolina Panthers, from the Carolina Panthers to the 49ers, from the 49ers to the Vikings, from the Vikings to the Seahawks. But let's change gears real quick, and we'll talk about those playoff games. But can we talk college basketball? Can I get y'all the last 10 minutes to talk about these college basketball games? Can I get some picks?
We didn't pick the other game.
We did. We didn't pick Green Bay. That was only 2 games.
There's only 2 games.
Right. We started talking about Sam Darnold. I got thrown off. That Sam Darnold shit fucked me up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's got to buy.
Oh, yeah, I guess he does. He'll be going by it next week when they play somebody.
I see. Here we go.
Bye-bye, Sam.
Bye-bye,
Felicia.
As a matter of fact,
Good wait.
Crazy thing, the person y'all should be putting the hate for Sam Darnold is Soul said he was going to get benched mid-season.
I did say
I never said that. I don't understand.
I know it's not the hate against. I just want to make sure that in all debates where everybody's getting treated fairly.
They are.
And
life ain't fair, bro.
But the thing about it, Sam Darnold is
everybody
getting treated
doesn't get a
fairly.
trophy here.
Sam Darnold been in the league 7 years, and it's people that got more playoff wins than him that been in the league 2 years, 3 years.
We're talking about right now.
Right, and how many playoff wins does he have right now?
That would be the same as me.
He hasn't played a playoff game. But
he played last year, didn't he?
He has played a playoff game. He got
not this year. He haven't played one.
They had a neutral site playoff game last year.
I live in the now because it's a lot of quarterbacks who don't have a playoff win, but Tim Tebow does, and we don't rank Tim Tebow over.
How many good quarterbacks don't have a playoff win?
A few.
Name them. I'll listen.
Justin Herbert got a playoff win.
Justin Herbert, yes, he got one. He won last year.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Who he
He
beat?
beat the shit out. The Chargers won last year.
Houston beat them last year. Oh, I think Houston beat them last year.
Sam, Chargers, Justin Herbert got one because that's what we got off his back last year.
I don't know, Jolie. I think Houston embarrassed them last year in the playoffs. Remember?
I thought he won because Lad McConkey had a good game. I think they
Houston beat the shit out of the Chargers last year in the playoffs.
So who did Houston play in the second round in?
They played Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. I think they played Kansas City in the second round. I think I'm right about
I thought the Chargers played somebody else. I didn't think they played.
Justin Herbert's playoff record is 0-2 in the postseason.
Yeah. He lost to Jacksonville and he lost to Houston.
Tim Tebow. We got to start the Tim Tebow over Justin Herbert train.
Okay. But let's see. Trevor Lawrence got a playoff win.
Yeah, he got one.
That's who they played each other.
Yeah.
Remember they had that league. Trevor Lawrence got a playoff win. So Justin Herbert is the only guy you can say, and he's not even out of his first contract. So that's the only person you're talking about.
Tim Tebow got him one. So that's all.
Okay, he did. Name another quarterback.
And to call him a good quarterback is crazy. Eventually, if you play long enough, you'll win one. I promise.
I don't know about that.
No, that ain't true.
Especially if you play for the Browns.
We got playoff wins. Baker Mayfield got a playoff win.
Wow.
Baker Mayfield got a playoff win. So y'all talking about wow. Baker Mayfield got a playoff win. But the thing about it, y'all talking about wow, and Baker Mayfield has a playoff win. So what are we talking? I thought so. I thought
so does Tim Tebow.
Baker Mayfield has a playoff win in Cleveland.
A playoff win. Once Tim Tebow got a playoff win.
I never thought we could talk about Tim Tebow on this show.
Hey, the crazy part about it is, since everybody throwing their team in the hat, I guess I throw mine in there. Joe Burrow ain't been in the playoffs in 3 years, but got more playoff wins than the Browns collectively. So don't do that.
Y'all got two good runs, but y'all been out of the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs twice since y'all been out.
I know, Jody, but
yeah, I know. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
No. What we actually are talking about is how you always try to throw that jab in there, but when you get jabbed back, they don't.
Where's the jab at? We done been in the playoffs more recent than y'all.
I understand that, and we
y'all
still
got
more
franchise quarterback.
And guess what? We got more playoff wins than y'all.
It don't matter. We talking about now, right?
Right.
And then we just beat them.
We still talking. That's still now.
Did we
What
just
are you talking about?
beat the Bengals? Didn't we just beat the Bengals?
That's a terrible conference.
Hold on, with y'all starters, and they was trying to win.
Terrible
The
conference.
Bengals was trying to win that game.
Now, let me say something. Since we talking about now, I guarantee Joe Burrow don't win a playoff game this year, and he's better than every quarterback in the playoffs.
Better than all of them?
I don't know.
Maybe Josh Allen, and that's it.
Matthew Stafford right now?
Joe Burrow is better than Matthew Stafford.
Not right now.
Jalen Hurts.
He beats Josh Allen all the time.
MVP trophy.
No, I'm saying I think Matthew Stafford and Jalen Hurts.
Been to 2 Super Bowls and got a Super Bowl MVP and beat Patrick Mahomes.
Did Matthew Stafford beat Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow is better than Jalen Hurts right now.
Joe Burrow can't stay healthy, bro.
Hey,
he's like Anthony Davis. He can't stay healthy.
Jody, no.
I know what you're about to say.
Refs beat.
She was gonna say that shit.
He did not beat him. The refs beat.
Hey, but the records say they gotta win.
Yeah. Tomato.
Let's get out of it. Let's talk about these college basketball and get out of it. We got an undefeated Nebraska team. They're playing Indiana. They're playing right now. Go reel around the horn real quick, Ray. Who you got, Nebraska or Indiana in this one?
I'm gonna take Nebraska in this one, man. Indiana, they can only win in one sport at a time. They can't be good at both.
You said they got Mendoza at shooting guard right now?
They brought his brother at center. Hey, Mike, who you got in this game?
I'm taking the Fighting Bob Knights. This university was built on basketball, and it will prove to be a basketball school in about 9 days. And we'll end all
be here on that Tuesday. I know that shit.
We'll end all this foolishness and get back to it. So I'm going with the real Hoosiers, the real basketball school.
Okay. Donald, who you got?
Nebraska's actually undefeated, but I'm gonna take Indiana playing at home, and that home field. I mean, that home court really matters, and I do believe they'll beat Nebraska today.
Okay, so who you got?
Hoosiers all day right now.
Nah, I got Nebraska. Hornberg is a gamer. They won some tough game. They beat Michigan State. I think they also can beat beat Indiana. I got Nebraska in this game to stay undefeated. Michael, the people champ, who you got, Tennessee or Florida?
I'm gonna go with Florida.
Returning champs. Okay, Donald, who you got?
I'm going to Tennessee.
So,
Gator chomp.
Ray, who you got in this one?
I'm gonna go Tennessee.
I'm gonna go with Florida.
Are they playing a Rocky Top?
No, they playing in Florida.
I was hoping they was playing in Rocky Top.
I'm gonna take Florida in this matchup. Florida's been playing better basketball as of late, and they still the returning national champs. Next game, Donald, who you got between Kansas against West Virginia?
If Darren Peterson played more than 30 minutes, he'd be checking himself out the game. I'm going to go with Kansas.
He had 32 points, though.
Yeah,
he had the 3 free throws against TCU to put it in overtime.
Yeah, no. He cold. He the best player by far, but he be saying, like, I'm only playing a certain amount of minutes because I got to keep my contract about this money. So if he chose to check out the game, then I'm going to go with Kansas, but it's kind of tough to play when he just might check out and say, I ain't playing no more.
Okay. So who you got?
Oh, my wife's from Kansas. I'm pulling for Kansas. Jayhawks. Rock Chalk. Jayhawks. Do they call it, right? Rock Chalk. Yeah, Jayhawks.
Who you got, Ray?
I'm going West Virginia in this one, man. They playing at home. They gonna match up very well. I think even though they're losing right now by 2, but yeah, I got West Virginia.
Okay. Mike, who you got?
They're losing by 2. It's over.
I think that Kansas has the best player on the court, and I think that Kansas will win because of that in the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kansas. Not only do they have Peter, but they got a kid named Council. I watched the game against TCU. They were down, I think, like 9 points with like 2 minutes to go, and Council took over to get them down into overtime. And in overtime, Council is a ball player that they got there for Kansas as well. And Peterson checks himself out like he did last time. Hey, they almost lost the game because they had got a rebound. He was checking himself out, and the dude threw the ball to him.
He don't care. He is here, so he don't get fined. That money is still straight.
Hey, you're absolutely right about that. Solo Sports, we got DePaul. We ain't heard about DePaul since they had Ron Strickland. No, I'm just playing. But one of our hometown guys, Juan Gay, went to DePaul. Well, we got DePaul at 10-6 against number 4 UConn. Who you got?
Hey, what's the DePaul mascot? Is it Demon or Devil or what's the name of it?
DePaul, is it like a Blue Devil or something?
It's a devil or some shit, right? Fuck that. I'm going UConn.
Ray, who you got?
I'm going UConn.
Mike, who you got?
As much as I hate to say it, I'm going to go with UConn.
Donald, who you got?
UConn all the way.
Hey, man. Hey, UConn going to beat the brakes off of them unless Mark Aguirre walk into that arena. If Mark Aguirre don't walk into that arena, boy, DePaul ain't been good since they – what was the one kid, Richardson, since they had Quentin Richardson.
Quentin Richardson, yeah. Remember he used to date Brandy? Remember that back in the day?
Yeah, everybody dated Brandy. Brandy was giving that little thing away. What?
My grandma said she giving out of both pants leg, boy. She was giving that thing. She was like, yeah, boy, that girl get that thing out of both pants leg. I was like, damn, Brandy.
That's the hell of a household.
That's crazy. Hey, Eagles Philly said the show today. Good brothers. Can't wait till tomorrow. The Eagles going to be put the belt to ass against the 49ers. Go Birds fly, Eagles fly. Nobody likes us, and we don't care. All right. I got UConn in that game. Next game. Ray, more than just a Barbara Lindsay, got Wisconsin against the undefeated Michigan Wolverines at number 2 in the country.
I'm going Michigan, man. They gonna beat the brakes off of them, man.
Mike, who you got?
Michigan got us scared the other night, but they were able to rally and hold Penn State off. So I think they woke up and they'll probably dominate today.
Okay, Donald, who you got?
Michigan. I think Michigan's on their way to a Final Four berth at least. They look good.
Yeah, they do. So who you got?
Definitely Wolverines.
Hey, Michigan gonna beat the brakes off of Wisconsin. Yeah, Mike, like Mike said, Penn State took them down, had a last-second shot. They could have won the game, but the defense stood tall. Other than that Penn State game, they have been beating people by 20 and 30 points consistently. This is going to be a 20-point blowout. I like Michigan in this game. Michael, the people champ. We got number 7, Houston against Baylor. We got that freshman sensation in Kingston Flemings down there, man. Who you like?
Houston.
Donald, who you got?
Baylor, man. I think the NBA comeback is gonna show out today.
Who? Oh, the dude.
He was in the NBA. He came back to college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He never signed the contract. And everybody keeps saying that this is unheard of. Do y'all remember when Rashard Leonard did that when he got drafted and then he went back to school for Minnesota? Y'all remember that in 1994? He got drafted by the Bucks and then he ended up going back to school. Didn't get
Rashard Lewis. I thought he came straight out of high school.
No, Rashawn Leonard out of Minnesota.
Oh, Rashard Leonard. Okay, I'm talking about Rashard Lewis.
He did the same thing. Nobody cared about what he did, but he literally got drafted in 94 by the Bucks, went back to school, and then went and played for the Miami Heat the next year.
Hey, Jody, we talking 32-year difference. We didn't have coverage like this, and you probably the only person on the show that knew about it.
You said his name is Vashon Leonard?
Vashon, Voshon.
The bald-headed dude, right?
Yeah, they can shoot the 3. Yeah, shoot the 3. Hey, Tasha said, hold up, bang, 49er gang. She said, go blue all the way to the Final Four.
The Niners ain't shit.
Uncle Big Tommy Owens in the base said, still is ready. They shouldn't have never let us in the end. Super Bowl champions, the best sports podcast show ever. Appreciate you, Big Tommy, man. That's a big brother right there, man. But I don't know about them Steelers. That's where we disagree. That's where we disagree at. Ray, who you got in this game?
I'm going Houston in this one.
So, who you got in this game?
I'm going to pick a Texas team. I'm going Houston, baby.
Oh, Lord.
A-style, baby.
Mike, who'd you pick? You pick Houston, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go with Houston. The kid, Kingston Flemings,
he's a real deal.
he's probably a lottery pick. He's probably a lottery pick by far. This guy, can't nobody stay in front of this kid. Nobody. Solo on Sports, we got LSU, a surprising 12-3, but a very surprising number 11. Vanderbilt is undefeated. Tough victory against Alabama. Last game they played. Who you like?
I'm going Commodores, baby. Zoom. I'm going Commodores over LSU.
You talk about so you're going to pick the Lionel Richies. Okay.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
Ray, who you got in this game?
Hey, I saw a thing that they said that your boy is going back to LSU. They said he gonna reclassify and go back to LSU. What's your favorite player?
Ben Simmons.
Simmons, yeah, I saw that.
Are you talking about the 4-time All-Star? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on, Mom? You all right? I'm going Vanderbilt in this.
You know when he was at LSU, he averaged 25 points a game, right?
Hey, Jody, you know if Ben Simmons was quarterback in the NFC South, he probably would have won the Yeah.
It's crazy work.
If you can't play basketball, you can't step on basketball. No, sir. No.
Mike, who you got in this one?
I'm going with the fighting Commodores. I mean, Vanderbilt right now is in their heyday of athletics down there. Their football program was relevant, the basketball team's ranked, and the baseball team is going to be good. So, Vanderbilt, check them out.
Hey, and the women's softball team is really good too, Mike.
Yeah.
Donald, who you got?
I'm gonna go Vanderbilt. I watched Vanderbilt play the other night. They look serious. I'm gonna go with Vanderbilt.
This is one of them games that I think that you got to lose at some point, and I think LSU knocks them off. And I don't think it's because they better. I love Tanner over there with Vandy, but I think LSU somehow gets a victory because you just can't go undefeated because it's still 6 undefeated teams in college basketball, and Vandy is going to drop one this weekend. So I got LSU with the upset. Donald, Penn State, Purdue, who you got?
Purdue, man. I got Purdue. Penn State, not too athletic. I'm gonna go with Purdue.
Okay. So
Purdue gets scared of.
Boilermakers.
You got the Boilermakers. Ray,
Yes,
who you
sir.
got?
Man, I'll have Purdue. Get Purdue.
No doubt. Mike, who you got?
Purdue.
I got Purdue. Brad Smith has already broken the Big Ten record for assists. He's going for the national record for assists. He's going to get about 7 of them, 8 of them in this game. And Purdue's defense is serious. They may not win the national championship, but they're going to be in contention for the Big Ten. I can't wait till Purdue plays Michigan. That's going to be a hell of a game. But I got Purdue in this one. Hey, Michael, the People's Champ. Hey, man, how you doing? How you doing, Mike?
I'm all right.
Number 24 SMU against number 6 Duke. Who you got?
Come on. I mean, SMU all day. SMU all
I
day.
knew it. I knew he was gonna do
The
that.
ponies.
I knew Michael. That's why I did
That's
that.
easy money right there.
Donald, who you got?
That happened with Michigan State. Happens with SMU. These teams keep beating up on Carolina. Now we got to show them how to do it. Of course, we're gonna beat SMU.
y'all petty, both of y'all. So who you got?
I'm picking another Texas team. Give me the SMU Mustangs for the upset, baby.
Wow. Who you got? Right.
I'm going to Dookies, baby. They
Dookie.
playing at home. They playing at home, bro. It's difficult to play in their stadium, bro. I'm going Duke.
Man, Duke is gonna beat the brakes off, but don't sleep on Kevin Miller, Pooh Cake. Don't sleep on him. But Cam Boozer is the real deal, guys. At least in the college level, and he's showing that he's the best player in America, or potentially the best player in America. I don't think he's the number one pick, but he's the best player in America. So I got Duke in this game. Now this is the team right here, Ray Moore and just Barbara Lindsay, that's whooping everybody's ass. Number 1, Arizona against TCU, who was up on Kansas and dropped that game. Who you got in this one?
I'm going Arizona. Arizona is looking good. I think the best decision that they did is saving Bryce James for next year, man. They got a hell of a stud. I forget the kid's name.
Pete.
But he balling out over there.
Pete and Burris.
I think it's Burris.
Both of them are dogs.
Oh, yeah, both of them dogs. So I'm just looking at it. I think they're going to go in there and tear TCU out the frame. I know Soul's probably going to pick another Texas team.
Shit. Not in this one. Not in this one, Ray. Mike, who you got?
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have
Very
to go out
predictable.
west. I had the last couple of days. The Phoenix has treated me good. Arizona's treated me good, so I'm gonna treat them good today and pick Arizona.
Okay, Donald, who you got?
Hey Ray, I don't think Bryce James is gonna be ready next year, the year after, or the year after. But I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go to Arizona, of course.
Okay, so who you got?
So you're saying if LeBron goes to see his son play, they can sit on the bench together because neither one of them going to be playing. Just sit right here, son. Let's talk about what we're watching. Yeah, I'm going Arizona in this one.
Hey, I'm going Arizona, but Bryce James averages 11 handshakes, 2 fist pumps, 12 claps per game. But he's almost averaging a triple-double on the bench. He's one of the best teammates they have. But no, Arizona is really, 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 really good.
And don't forget those 6 high fives.
Oh, I forgot about that, Mike. He gives you that 6 high five. But yeah, he's there. Mike, didn't he have like 12 fist bumps per game?
Hey, no, but he gives himself some high fives too when the players be like, yeah, they left me out. All right.
Hey, Arizona gonna beat the brakes. I don't think TCU can recover after what they lost, how they lost to Kansas. And Punch, I don't know if Punch is I don't know if he's gonna be healthy enough because he caught a couple cramps, and that's how they lost that game to Kansas. So yeah, they're not gonna recover in that game. Soul on Sports. Oklahoma State and Iowa State. Iowa State is undefeated. Who you got?
I normally don't pick the Cowboys for anything, but I think they'll win this game against Iowa State.
Who you got, Ray?
More Iowa State.
Okay. Mike, who you got?
Iowa State until somebody beats them. I'm rolling with them.
Who you got, Donald?
I'm more with Iowa State, especially at the crib. I'm more Iowa State.
Yeah, I'm going Iowa State. They are very strong. They got that French freshman that's a dog over there. So I'm going Iowa State. Hey, Donald. What's going on, Donald? How you feeling, man?
I'm good and woke. Let's go, Wake.
And they got Wake Forest against number 17, North Carolina. Who you got, Donald?
Carolina get a win, man. I'm not a fool. They beat Wake Forest. They can beat little junior varsity teams.
I had to do it the same way. So who you got in this game?
Brad Daugherty versus Tim Duncan in the post. I'm gonna go North Carolina.
Okay, Ray, who you got?
North Carolina at home, Chapel Hill. Enough said.
Tar Heels.
Mike, who do you have in this game? Let me see.
Well, being that Randolph Childress ain't suiting up in this game, I definitely will be going with my Tar Heels at home. And we don't need Donald to pick us for shit because I still hate Duke. on everything.
I love it. I love when y'all two get together. Look, I got on my Carolina blue today. Caleb Williams shows why he's, to me, the number one pick. He's not the best player in the country, but he will be the number one pick. Mark my word, depending on who gets to pick. North Carolina wins this game. Wake Forest has got a couple guys that can score, but they ain't going to be enough, like Ray said, down in Chapel Hill. And then last but not least, man, Solo Sports, we got number 15, Arkansas, with that freshman sensation, and Darren A-Cup Jr. Hey, that kid is nice. He's nice. So who you got in this game?
Razorbacks.
Who you got, Ray?
I don't like how Auburn got done the other day, man. They got cheated out of there. They should have 10 wins right now, but I'm still going Arkansas.
Ray is on his cheating shit.
They still ain't going to get 10 then, all right?
Right, not today. Mike, who you got?
I kind of hate to see Auburn fall off from where they were last year to this year. But coaching change and things of that variety make that happen. And then Calipari is doing his thing down in Arkansas. So I'm going to roll with Arkansas.
Did you say Tyler Perry?
Easy, fella.
Did you say Tyler Perry?
I said Calipari.
He don't need to
Tyler Perry.
no more places.
Madea.
Hey, Slow, that was him. Donald, who you got this game?
I'm gonna go with Arkansas, man. I feel like A-Cup is serious.
Hey, A-Cup can really, I think A-Cup can really take Arkansas to at least the Elite Eight. That's how good. I seen this kid go for 26 and 9 assists. His jumper is better than what people give him credit for. His first step, the guys around here, so you might not know what I'm talking about, but Ray and Mike know. His first step reminds me so much of fucking Fatso. That's how, whoo. His first step is serious, man.
So my thing is, but he's got to get a better nickname or something because nobody wants an A-Cup. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Mike, what the hell is wrong with you, bro?
You almost got a boy if you got an A-Cup.
They got BBLs for everything now, Mike.
Yo, Mike, I ain't about to let you. That nigga, what's wrong with you? He said it like that's his real name, Mike.
Blink. That's all you can do with those. Blink, blink.
Hey, man, great show, man. Appreciate the energy everybody displaying, man. We against the grain sports. We trying to build our sports YouTube page back up after they try to take us out of commission. We back. You can't stop against the grain sports. You can only hope to contain us, and you can't contain us. Donald, my nephew in the building, love you when you hear it, man. Give me your final thoughts. We get out of here.
My final thought is when you talk about college basketball, Tom Izzo, he hasn't produced the most pros. He won one championship, and he always goes down as like one of the greatest ever. And I just tend to see, and he loses a lot of big games. I just honestly think that he's a little overrated because I'm trying to see where he gets all the greatness from, with only winning the one championship, like Jim Calhoun, Boeheims, and people like that. That's my final thought.
Boeheim only got one, too.
That's what I said. Overrated.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
We gonna definitely talk about this tomorrow. I can't let you because
that's blasphemy.
Yeah, that's crazy work right there. We'll get to that.
Is he an atheist? Because he lives in the blasphemy range.
That's crazy. Hey, Michael, the people champ, give me your final thought.
Hey, man, you know what my final thoughts are. This is a big week coming up for the Canes in preparation for the national championship. We measure success, how a program does, how a coach handles a program over a time period. And through these 4 years of Mario Cristobal being at Miami, I've been very critical because I've been very factual. And at this point, he's one step away from returning the Canes to the national prominence that we once held before. And you can do nothing but give him props for taking this program from 5-7 to 7-5 to 10-2 to playing for a national championship. You can't ask for anything more.
Good stuff right there. Okay. Ray Moore, just Barbara Lindsay. Give me a final thought as we get out of here.
Man, my final thought is, what's the kid's name? The kid that's going to Washington, that's playing for the quarterback for Washington.
Desmond Williams Jr.
Yeah, the Desmond Williams kid, man. Was trying to sign with LSU. Got caught up after signing a $5 million contract with his team. and now he's retracting. He's going back to his school, man. Listen, this stuff has to be regulated at a different level, man. The NIL, the transfer portal, the contracts, the people signing, man. Listen, young kids, if y'all don't know what y'all signing, man, don't sign no contract until you know. I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think you're doing your team a disservice. Man, you got to know what you're signing before you sign it, before you just go and make rational decisions. You was going to make $1 more million more with Lane Kiffin, and now you sitting there, now you got to go back to the school because you don't want to get sued, man. If you're going to do that, see it all the way through. If not, man, just don't even play that game. And for all the other kids that's doing this and the NIL and the transfer portal, man, learn from these mistakes, bro, because it's getting real ridiculous and it's exposing the NCAA.
Hey, good stuff, Raz. That's good stuff right there. Soul on Sports, give me your final thought.
Final thought is John Harbaugh was fired. A lot of people surprised. Everybody in the NFL that has a job opening, which seems like half the league now, they want to hire this guy, but he hasn't scheduled any actual interviews yet because he's waiting to see if Sean McDermott wins that football game this weekend. If Sean McDermott loses to Jacksonville, Sean McDermott might be fired in Buffalo. So I'm looking forward to see what the Bills do against Jacksonville this weekend, because if they lose in an embarrassing fashion, which is possible the way Jacksonville is playing football right now, look for John Harbaugh to take to that Buffalo job in the next couple of weeks.
That is great stuff. But guess what? If Sean McDermott is fired, Cleveland better be at the stadium ready to pick him up and bring him to Cleveland. Pick him up at the stadium as soon as he get fired and bring him to Cleveland. If Sean McDermott is fired, he got to be number one on everybody's list. I take Sean McDermott over Harbaugh any day. That's my good stuff.
Soul on Sports has been at this guy's neck for the longest. So he's just waiting. He's like a buzzer, just waiting around for that dead body to drop.
Hey, hey, Mike, he been Negro dominant, so I'm not disagreeing with what he said. I'm not about to go against what he talked about because he seemed to be right all the goddamn time. Hey, my final thought is this, guys. The ACC got powerhouse teams. The Big East used to be the big dog. The Big Ten, they've been all right, but they ain't won the championships, I believe, since Michigan State. But right now, the goddamn Big 12 is the best conference in college basketball. Got the best players, bar none. I'm going to read some guys. TJ Toppins from Texas Tech. His running mate, Christian Anderson, Texas Tech. We got A-Cuff, Arkansas. Well, he's beat the SEC. I'm sorry. We got Peterson out of Kansas. You got Flemings out of Houston. You got Burroughs out of Arizona. You got Peake out of Arizona. You got Cameron Carr out of Baylor. You got Joshua Jefferson out of Iowa State. No other conference can match with the Big 12. The only one that come close, ACC with Duke and North Carolina. But that's where the buck stops. ACC got Louisville, but ain't nobody really chomping at the bit like Iowa State, Houston, Arizona, Kansas. They got some dogs in the Big 12. The Big 12 right now, I thought SEC had the best conference last year. They fell off just a little bit because they lost a lot of players to the pros. The Big 12 has the best players and the best teams in America thus far.
Hey, Jody, don't you got BYU in the Big 12 too?
I'm sorry. BYU, they got AJ Dubansky. I apologize. AJ Dubansky is also. BYU is only got one loss on the season. So y'all kind of agree with me that the Big 12 probably got the best teams in the country.
Yeah.
We'll make it a 5-some.
That's good stuff, man. Hey, great show today, man. I'm your host, Jody Coleman of Against the Grain Sports Podcast, Uncut. We got my man Soul on Sports, Jarrell Soul on Sports, all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Talking about they got a cold front. It's probably like 60 degrees down there.
Yeah, bro.
Talking about he got to wear some sleeves. Man, we up here with motherfucking triple fat gooses on. You talking about you wearing sleeves down there? I hate you. We got my nephew in the building, Donald, the voice of the youth. Man, I love when he comes through and giving his perspective from the youth. He always been great. Even when he was a little kid, man, he always had the knack for stirring the pot with his conversation because he always got facts to back it up. Michael, the people, Sam Perry, man, congratulations to you, my boy, man. Miami is in the championship. What can we say? And we got Ray Moore, Mr. Barber Lindsay. I love your final thought, man. I like that shit. That was good information that the people needed to hear, and that was good advice to those young fellas. See that shit through. Good stuff, Ray. And we got Andrew who popped on the post game a couple days ago. Andrew mic'd up. We also can't do nothing without Jay Kane cooking it up in the kitchen, man. Ray, what we doing till tomorrow morning, man?
Hey, yo, we working.
See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.